Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News, the show that may or may not be 5 minutes. Today in the news, a senior reporter over on Kotaku is getting a lot of flack on the internet for their Tears of the Kingdom leak article. This comes just days after he vented on the internet about Kotaku being blacklisted by Nintendo. In the article titled, "Everything We're Learning About Zelda Tears of the Kingdom from the Leaks," Ethan Gack, senior reporter at Kotaku, lists in detail new and returning gameplay elements compiled from all the recent leaks Nintendo's been trying to get under control. It's a tempting read, for sure, but trust me, if you want to go into Tears of the Kingdom with a blank slate, spoiler-free, I do not recommend you go to this article. Meanwhile, just a week prior, Gack shared on Twitter, "It's preview day for Tears of the Kingdom, a huge game I would love for Kotaku to be able to inform its millions of readers about firsthand. Unfortunately, Nintendo still has it blacklisted from advanced coverage, a move I would argue is both unprofessional and coercive." And sure, Nintendo has a history of being uptight with rules and regulations when it comes to interacting with them. They are very picky when it comes to who gets codes and access to their upcoming titles, and I can understand, as a media outlet like Kotaku, that would suck not to have access to that. But this 1-2 combo of posting on social media about how you don't have access anymore and how that's wrong, and then following up with posting leaks Nintendo really doesn't want people to see on your website that you're saying gets millions and millions of views, it seems purposefully antagonistic and kind of douchebaggy. Look, Nintendo is stubborn, but if you're going to be stubborn right back, expecting something to change, that seems unrealistic, and the only person it makes look bad is you. To quote one of the great philosophers of our time,
"It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for them."
In other news, they say video games cause violence, but what about video games used for violence? A recent Facebook post from TPO Media showcased a Ukrainian machine gun turret, which can be remotely controlled using a Steam Deck. According to Dexerto, the Steam Deck is being used to fire the turret from a safe distance of 500 meters. It's part of the Saber system, which can be equipped with any light anti-personnel or anti-tank weapon, including the Kalashnikov machine gun. Now, some of you might rightfully be asking, why the Steam Deck? Well, because it runs Linux, and in desktop mode is easily controllable via the built-in control pad. This would mean less hardware out on the battlefield, and easily tucked away in the event of a firefight. Oh yeah, I'm sure everyone is volunteering to be the guy who holds the Steam Deck during a firefight. When Valve was designing their portable gaming device, I don't think this is what they had in mind, but it is fascinating. You can't deny that. It talks about not only the power of the Steam Deck, but also the capabilities of it. And I read this and was like, what? Hopefully you feel the same way, because I think it's fascinating. And then spring is here, summer is upon us, and so you know what that means. A lot of gaming showcases. For example, earlier today, Microsoft released more information about what we can expect from the upcoming Showcase and Starfield event on June 11th. Join us for some new surprises and first looks from our incredibly talented internal studios and our many creative partners around the world, Microsoft said of the Xbox Game Showcase. The Starfield Direct, meanwhile, will provide much more information on Starfield, including tons of new gameplay, developer interviews, and behind-the-scenes insider information. And then on the 13th, Xbox will hold their extended showcase, which will feature in-depth interviews surrounding the news from the event on the 11th. So we've got a lot of Starfield media content coming our way in June. The question is, and I pose this to you, do you care about 90% of it when they talk about like interviews and insider information? To me, like as a newsy guy, sure, I'll watch, but do you care or you just want gameplay, right? I'd rather they scrap all that other stuff and just give us as much gameplay as possible so we can see the game. Because again, the stuff we've seen of Starfield so far, the combat, didn't really do it for me. The space stuff, I don't think we saw enough of that. The planet exploration, we didn't see enough of that. I want to see more because at the moment, I'm getting not good vibes from Starfield. And if anything, I would love for it to be good. I want it to be good, but I'm not feeling it. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, that is it for me. Thanks so much. I'll see y'all tomorrow for another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News.